Hi everyone, it's Norma and I'm doing a review for you today on Colonial Candle, Mahogany, and Leather. And this is a candle that I did pick up during the President's Day weekend sale. Colonial Candle had 50% off. This was already in their sale section. Now this is not a retired scent, this is one of their fall scents, so it's currently on sale right now for 50% off. And then Colonial Candle had 50% off of that. So basically it was 75% off. And I would never have tried this candle but for Lisa shares, so I'm blaming her. I ended up getting 2 of these and then a couple of the wax melts because she said she really liked this scent, and when she did her review on it, it was kind of intriguing to me. And I figured, you know what, for the price, I might as well check it out. So I'm going to go and talk to you about the burn and performance of the candle before I get into the scent, because the scent is actually very complicated and I actually had to do some research on this. So as you can see, there's some issues here. Now when I first got the candle, I did foil it because I'm finding with these 22-ounce Colonial candles that they just seem to do better if you foil them right from the get-go. And then it was after I did that, when I foiled it, I got a wax spool fairly quickly, I would say within 3 hours. And I took the foil off, I stuck a shade on it, and it had been doing really well. Formed a wax spool quickly, no issues whatsoever, until, as you can see, I got around here. And then I started having some residue build up. So other than that, you know, it's just right there, you can see. Other than that, the rest of it's been doing fairly well, just along the sides there. The wicks are starting to get a little bit puny as well, but it still keeps going. As long as I just let it go, it's been performing. And so there's all kinds of glare and reflection. I don't normally do a review here, but this is where I have the candle. So yeah, performance-wise, it's not the greatest, but it's not a total fail either. Like I said, I've been just putting a shade on it, and if I just let it go do its thing, as you can see, it's been going down. So I may decide to foil that up to see if I can get rid of that residue, but I wanted you guys to see what it actually was doing. So that's, you know, performance-wise as far as the burn. Now, the throw on this is amazingly strong. I have this in my great room, which if you guys watch my video, it's notorious for not getting a scent throw. I normally have to have multiple candles going, and sometimes even then I can't smell anything unless I like leave and come back. This fills the whole room. Not just the living room portion of it where I am now, but if I go to the other side of the room, the dining room, I can smell it there. I can even smell it into the kitchen and the hallway. And it's pretty strong, but it's a very strange kind of strong, because it's a not in your face strong. It's just like it fills the air, and you know it's there, but it's like, you know, you're like, what am I smelling type of thing. Which brings me into the scent description. There are a lot of complicated notes in here, and this is where the research part came in, because it was like, you know, what the heck is going on with this candle? I have nothing in my candle experience that I can equate it to or relate it with. So I had to do some homework. So let's look at what the scent description actually is. Okay, so the scent notes read, warm notes of brushed suede and rich leather are combined with sheer florals, smoked myrrh, and musk to create this memorable, enchanting scent. Oh, that sounds really interesting. And then the top notes are bergamot, incense, the middle, rose hips, holiday suede, smoked myrrh, and the bottom notes leatherwood, cassis bark, and cusiac wood. I could not find anything on Cusick wood. Googled it, nothing showed up, so I don't know what that is. But I was able to look up the other notes. So let's start with some of the more common elements. Rose hips, you know, from the roses. Basically, that's like a nutty, woody, warm, earthy type of smell. Okay. Cassis bark, it's similar to cinnamon. Apparently, there's like the true cinnamon is called Ceylon cinnamon. And then there's the cassis bark, which is known as Saigon cinnamon. And we all kind of know what, you know, cinnamon is. And then there's bergamot. You know, my real exposure to bergamot is in the Earl Grey tea, but apparently bergamot is an orange. It's taken from the rind of the fruit of a dwarf variety of the Seville orange. And it's used in tea, and in aromatherapy, it treats depression. So those are all kind of ingredients that we're all kind of familiar with. You know, they're used in many candles, and, you know, they're not foreign to us. But then we come to leatherwood. And leatherwood actually is a tree that grows in Tasmania, and it has these showy white flowers that have a very strong perfume, especially in warm weather. And the flowers look similar to like a single white rose. And it's actually used to make what they call leatherwood honey. And so I had to look up, you know, leatherwood honey, and apparently the honey is like a musky and spicy honey versus sweet, like, you know, the honey we're used to. And some people even compare the scent to licorice. And then there's myrrh. And we all know myrrh from the Bible, you know, gold, frankincense, and myrrh, the three wise men brought to Jesus. But I've never really actually smelt myrrh that I know of. You know, it is an ingredient used in perfume. And there's sweet myrrh and there's bitter myrrh. And this is the bitter myrrh. And it's used in, you know, for domestic and religious incense, in perfumed oils, and as a medicine. And in medical terms, it can be like has antiseptic and sedative properties. And the aroma is described as woody, warm, aromatic, and pungent, or slightly medicinal. And I have to say that all those things combined, if you just smell the candle on its own, you're probably going to smell leather. Like, you know, just everyday common leather, the kind of, you know, leather, you know, they make shoes out of, they put in the car seats, you know, coats, jackets, whatever. That's kind of what you're going to get. Now, when I first sniffed it on the cold sniff, what I got was leather, hay, and manure. To me, it just did not smell attractive whatsoever. This is normally a candle I never would get. I don't care for leather candles. I've never gotten them. I'm not interested in them on the cold sniff. But I decided to try it out of curiosity. And like I said, my first whiff was like leather, hay, and manure. I was like, oh my God, my house is going to smell like a barn. Oh my gosh. Luckily, that isn't the case. I do not like this candle. I do not love it at all, but I don't hate it either. And the reason why is Lisa shares in her review on this, said that she noticed that the candle gave the air, it like cleansed the air. And I do notice that with this candle. And which is one reason I wanted to look up the ingredients to see, you know, what on earth is this? And I really think it's got to be the myrrh. You know, they say that, you know, in medical terms, it has antiseptic and sedative properties. And to me, this candle, to me, is like an antiseptic. You know, there's the closest I can think to compare to would be like a eucalyptus. You know, eucalyptus has that cleansing, bracing quality to it. So it's similar in that effect. I mean, I've really never come across a candle that's like this. It's so hard to describe it because I can't compare it to anything. But it does have this antiseptic medicinal quality to it. And it fills the air and it stays in the air. Like, I'll have this candle lit in the morning, and then I would blow it out. I'll be gone all day long, and when I come home, the first thing I smell is this candle in there. It's almost like you just cleaned your house. You know, if you clean the house and your windows are all closed, and then you come back, you leave the house, you come back, and you go in, and you can like kind of smell the cleaning, whatever supplies you used. It smells like you cleaned your house, but I would prefer to smell scents like, you know, lavender or lemon if I clean my house versus this. But it does have a very cleansing tone to it. I can't describe it. It's just really bizarre to me. Would I get it again? No. I do have another one of these, and I have some in the wax melts, and I'm going to put this one away after the review, and, you know, I'll bring it out again like in the fall, winter time. I probably will enjoy it more then, but right now I'm like done with it. I just want to get some fresh scents going. But I don't totally hate the candle either. It's just not my type of scent. And for those of you, you know, who have, you know, pets, especially stinky pets, maybe you want to try this candle, see if it cleans your air out for you. It's really bizarre how it does that and how it lingers and lasts in the air. And like I said, it's not super unpleasant. I was hoping when I read, you know, it had the sheer florals in it, that it might come out with some more of the floral, incensey type notes. And it hasn't, and I'm not quite at the halfway point yet, but, you know, I've been doing the melt, and the melt smells pretty much just exactly like the candle. A little bit sweeter maybe. But yeah, it's an interesting candle. Like I said, I don't hate it, but it's just not my thing. Not my thing at all. So there you guys have it. That is my review on mahogany leather. If you guys like this video, please comment, like, and subscribe below, and have a blessed day.